You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
What's up guys, it's BT here, and this is the review of the G703 Hero version. Now, like many of you, when Logitech was teasing this, I thought it was the new wireless G303, or at least a 303 Hero. But we got the G703 Hero, and I was like, you know what, this is kind of a money grab. But lo and behold, I got the mouse, and they actually did make a couple of changes to this mouse. So today I'm going to be going over what I love about the G703 Hero Edition and why I think it's one of the most underrated mice that's coming out this year and the best wireless ergo mouse that you can buy currently. Also, I want to go over how you can hold this mouse because I know that hump kills a lot of you guys out there. I found out a way where you can hold this and have it be comfortable as a palm grip user. Alright guys, so starting off with what's in the box, you'll get the G703 Hero, which carries the same shape, the same dimensions, the same colors. On the outside, it looks like the same mouse. Also in the box, they have a braided charging cable. I mean, come on Logitech. You know, help me help you, okay? You guys were doing so well with the G Pro wireless non-braided cable, and then you keep going back to this braided cable that nobody wants. I mean, I guess it protects the cable over time, but for most people, let's say you have to charge it and you're in a bind and you don't have another mouse around and you forgot to charge it overnight, you're gonna be forced to use this braided cable and it just sucks. So the G703 is a right-handed mouse. It's got that ergo design where it has grooves on the right side and the left side to kind of force your hands into a more comfortable position. Even though the shape and dimensions are the same, this mouse is actually 12 grams lighter than the original G703 Lightspeed. So now instead of 107 grams, you are now down 12 grams to 95 grams, which is greatly appreciated. And I think this makes this mouse, the G703 Hero, a lot more viable for a lot of people. The side grips, like I mentioned in my Logitech top 3 gaming mice video, are some of the best in the game, if not the best. You can quote me on that. I'm going on record and saying these are my favorite side grips on any mouse on the market currently. So when you have a mouse that's 95 grams, having amazing side grips really helps to negate some of that weight. If you have a heavy mouse and then a slippery mouse at the same time, you're done for. I don't care how good your aim is, that mouse is not going to be controlled to its maximum potential. On the bottom, it's got the same 3 mouse feet. It's got one in the middle around the sensor, and it's got one at the front and one at the back. And let me just tell you guys, I am very thankful that I have an extra set of hyperglides because after using these stock feet, yeah, I am very thankful that I have those. Now, I don't know if I've just been spoiled, but these just did not perform that well coming from my old G703. I can definitely tell a difference with this mouse. So after this review, I am going to be taking these off as soon as possible and putting on some hyperglides. The mouse 1 and 2, if you guys have been watching my videos, are the standard for me. I compare every mouse that I get to the clicks of the G703. Let's drop a sound test for you guys right about now. Oh yeah. Gotta do it for the G703. This thing has to be one of the best on the market. It's not so light that you're gonna mispress it, but they're so light that you can click heads with ease. They've also got these gigantic 2 side buttons on the side. Let's do a sound test for you guys right about now. So good. It is very hard to miss these big buttons on the side, and that's one thing that I love about the G703 is how easy it is to hit these side buttons. The scroll wheel in the past with the old G403s and G703s, there's a lot of rattle and things like that. There's no rattle here. Let's do a shake. No rattle there. Okay, that's good. Now let's do a click test. This one is nice and clicky. I do wish when scrolling the scroll wheel that it was a little bit more defined. It's a little bit too fast for me. I would like something closer to like maybe the Model O, let's say. On top of the mouse, you're gonna have the DPI button where you can switch your DPI on the fly. Me personally, I usually just disable this because I always mispress it, and then my mouse cursor or my gun in game just goes all over the screen, and yeah, it's not a fun time. So I've seen a lot of posts about the mouse hurting your hand or getting cramps, and I was there, okay? This mouse works best with claw grip because that hump, it really shoots your palm over that hump, and then your fingers come down on the mouse 1 and 2 and the front of the mouse. So for you palm grip users out there, I have a solution for all of you guys that have tried this mouse and it wasn't comfortable. So what I tried to do when I first got this mouse was that I put my palm right where the G was, okay, right where that hump was, thinking that that was the right place to put it. No, that's not it, because that will give you hand cramps and discomfort and you're not gonna like the mouse. So what I did was I had to modify it a little bit. So what I did was I put like the top 25% of my hand and I put that on the G, okay? And then your hand kind of drapes over the back. And then what you're gonna wanna do is, I find that a 131 grip really works well with this mouse, and you have that right ledge on the right side where you can rest your ring finger a little bit and then get a very precise aim with it. I really like researched this, and I was looking at players that use this mouse like Jonak from the NYXL, and I was looking at how he held his mouse, and that is how he did it. So I tried it this way and I've had amazing results. I can game with this mouse for hours and it is super comfortable. So you can use fingertip grip as well with this mouse, but it's not ideal because it has such a huge groove on the left side. I'd like to recommend the G Pro Wireless for you fingertip grip users out there. This is more of a claw palm grip in my opinion, and it is a medium-sized mouse. It could be a little bit on the bigger side, but I'd say it's right smack dab in the middle of being like a medium-sized mouse. So it'll work for a lot of people, and if you have large hands, you can make it work as well with the grip that I stated earlier. The 16K DPI of the hero sensor can be changed in the Logitech software. It also has a place where you can change the buttons and customize those as well. You can also customize the RGB on the mouse, but I mean, my hand's covering my mouse 90% of the time, so I don't really care too much about it, but to each their own. If you want to change the RGB, you can do that as well. So this new hero sensor is also more power efficient, so you get 35 hours over the old 24 hours of the original G703 light speed. You can also use this with the power play pad, but I haven't had the best experience with it because the cloth kind of comes up from the plastic, so I usually don't recommend people to get it. And for 35 hours you won't have to charge this that often anyway, so I think you'll be good with just going with the mouse and charging it the normal way and using the mouse pad of your choice. That's going to last you a long time. Speaking of which, not only does the hero perform amazing in game, it performs on every single surface that you can imagine, whether that's an Artisan Shidenkai, a Raiden, or my new personal favorite, the Artisan Zero XL Soft. I aim so well with this mouse. I feel like I have total control in that wireless, the side grips, the sensor, everything just clicks on all cylinders with this mouse. So I can wholeheartedly recommend this mouse to any of you guys out there that's a claw or a palm grip user with medium to large hands. If you have smaller hands, you might want to check out the G Pro Wireless. I think that would be a better fit for you. Like I said, I think with all the weight hype and all that, I think shape and grip really takes like a back seat, but Logitech has done a lot right with this mouse. It might seem like, oh, they're just trying to do a money grab. This thing, they're charging $100, which I think is the same price as the old one. I think the old one's maybe like $80 and this one's like $100. So I'm glad that they didn't go up to the $150 range, which they could have because they make the best wireless on the market right now, but they didn't do that. They gave us it for $100. They lowered the weight to 95. They listened to us somewhat. Okay, it's got that same great shape. So if you love the original one, but maybe the G703 Lightspeed was too heavy for you, so I think the G703 Hero is going to be the most slept on mouse of the year. You can quote me on that because everybody's in this craze of weight, but this shape, the sensor, everything just works here. Like I said, easy pickup for $100. All right guys, so that is going to do it for this review. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review of the G703. It has been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.